So, it's been a while. Figured I'd come back and do another story time video. I got so many stories, but for some reason I just can't think to do videos of them. I don't know why. I do plan on doing more of them, and I figured I'd do a quick one today. A story of me going to the water park. So this is back in maybe the summer of I think 2014. Yeah, 2014. I was about 14 years old. It's me and my mom. We go to the Kings Island water park. I forget what it's called. I don't know, Splash Mountain, Splash Pad, whatever. The Kings Island water park. But she doesn't want to get on any rides, which is understandable. You know, I can understand, a 40-year-old adult. You're a little too big for rides. And so she just lays out some towel, tanning, and I decide I'm gonna go ride some rides. I'm gonna go have fun.
I'm gonna show you how a bitch go down a slide.
I go around riding rides, and it's a normal day until I finally get to this one ride, one of the big rides. And this is one of the big ones. You can tell because the line is freaking ass long. And I get in line, and the way this ride, slide, whatever you want to call it, is set up, you have the entrance, then you go around this little trail, and then you go to this little tower where it's this little spiral staircase where you go waiting in line, then you get to the very top, and that's the slide, and then you go down. So that's how that line was set up. So I get in line, about halfway through, I notice this dude behind me. This dude, and I'm just trying to describe what he looks like. He's probably mid-late 20s, maybe even early 30s. I'm not sure how old he was, but he was definitely a grown-ass man. Okay, by himself, which is already weird enough, being a grown adult by yourself, waiting in line at a water park, which, okay. And the way he looked like one of those little scrawny white dudes they see at the gas station at 3 a.m. Going up to your car hey man, you got any Jewel Pods? Or I don't know why I said Jewel Pods, but you know what I mean. But those little scrawny white dudes they see on on Jerry Springer or Steve Wilkos. Yo man, I know I'm 25 years old, man, and I know my girl. I know she's only 14. I know there's a big difference, but I still love her, man. Y'all don't understand, man. I love my girl. Do anything for my girl. And those types of dudes. This dude behind me, and I could immediately tell he's trying to cut in front of me. Because I don't remember seeing him behind me when I got in line. But I remember, I noticed him right when I started to get up to that little spiral staircase looking thing. And I could notice that he was trying to cut me. First, I wasn't sure, but then I knew for sure when I'd be in line minding my own business, and I'd look over, and there he is, just freaking right beside me. And I'd be look at him. I wouldn't say anything, and he'd try to look, be all innocent, I'm motherfucker, I know what you're trying to do. You're acting because I'm a little kid and you're some freaking adult. Dude, I'm not scared of you, dude. Okay, first, just imagine how sad you have to be. How much of a pathetic life do you have to be? First off, not only to be a grown-ass adult by yourself, you didn't have no kids with them, at the frickin' water park, and then trying to cut in front of little 13-year-old kids. Man, you want to talk about frickin' sad and pathetic, man. Ugh. And I noticed, this one lady, who was, behind me, I guess she got cut in front of, and she tapped me on my shoulder, she goes, man is trying to cut you. I'm oh yeah, I know what he's trying to do. And by the time we're going to that whole staircase, it's a freaking race. Okay, this dude's trying to cut in front of me. I'm not letting him. Man, because the dude's he'd go right beside me, try to cut me off, try to get in front of me. This is freaking traffic or whatever, this is the freaking highway or whatever. I'm no dude, no. This is my way. I'd try to, assert dominance, go in front of him, but he'd keep trying. Eventually, finally, after I don't know, a half hour of dealing with that, we finally get to the top. And this is the best part. You wanna talk about some instant karma, okay? I'm not really sure if I believe in karma. I watched My Name is Earl. That's about it. We get to the top of the line. Now, I'm at the water park. I'm in normal water park attire. I'm in my swim trunks, nothing else. This dude, he was in freaking normal street clothes. He's wearing cargo shorts, freaking like Nike shoes, socks, freaking a shirt, and like the water park like employees, workers are like, sir, you can't go down there, because I guess because if you have like metal studs in your shorts, I guess like that messes with the slide. They made him fucking leave. Ha 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 ha. And man, I remember just looking at that. I remember right before I was about to go down the slide, I see him, because I guess one of the workers like, yeah, you're gonna have to step aside, sir. They made him step aside. I just see this fucking grown-ass man going. I'm like, that's what you get. That is what you get. Trying to cut in front of a little kid at the freaking water park. Now get your ass off. Get out of my stage. Well, that's most of the story, but the other part was about my freaking feet. Yes. Now, the thing about me is I cannot stand flip-flops. I refuse to wear them. You could not pay me to wear flip-flops. And so I was walking around the whole park barefoot, and I remember, you know, it was just me and my mom when we went. I was just walking around at first, and walking on that hot concrete on bare feet. Finally, my feet started to burn, then they started to freaking hurt. Like, it hurt to walk. Like the bottoms of my feet. Like, you want to talk about, like, sunburn or freaking blisters? No, there's more than freaking blisters. Like, my feet were awful. You know, I'd go to my mom, go to where the spot she was tanning. I'd be like, hey, you ready to go? And she's like, no. I want to sit here and tan for a minute. I'm like, you could freaking tan anywhere. For a while, man, my feet were getting destroyed. And, you know, I remember that day when I got home, man, my feet, there were scars. Like, still to this day, you can still see little, like, scars or whatever, blister marks, whatever, on my freaking feet. I can show you. No, what am I doing? No, I am not showing you my feet pics for free. I got standards.